Hello everyone, it's Phillips here from the Conservative News channel. Today I will be talking about some of the situations, issues I have been seeing. Summer months, Ottawa's not really busy right now. Election was May, 4 months. What's going on? A lot of people saying, oh, Steve Harper's doing all the wrong things for the country, it's not a democratic nation, the election was shouldn't have been majority government for the Conservatives at the time. Well, okay, people. Then what should we have had? Should we have a liberal minority government? A minority NDP government? No. Either those two, Liberals and NDP, they would have bankrupt Canada. We would have been in the same situation the U.S. is right now. How can we solve this problem? Our dollar's pretty strong. It's starting to fluctuate, it's starting to weaken a little bit, but I don't see it being a major issue. I'm not in the comments by any means. I just see it fact. It's going to go up and down. Gold's going up and down. All the high value items, dollar and all this, they fluctuate. It's just the trends. How can we strengthen the Canadian dollar to the point where it's strong and it stays strong? Well, first off, World Trade Organization, WTO, they need to go. We need to get rid of the World Trade Organization in Canada. Tell them, basically give them the two middle fingers. Yeah. Okay. What else could we potentially do? Well, we can tell China to go out themselves, tell them to buzz off, we don't need you anymore, you're flooding our markets with cheap shit. That doesn't do nothing. We have job issues, we have job problems, creating jobs. Well, telling China, India, and all these foreign countries that are shipping us junk, where we can make them here higher quality, but for the same price, maybe a little bit less, for shipping costs and all that, which would in turn create jobs in Canada. Our food stocks, food supplies, oil, all this. Okay, well, oil, simple. Alberta, the tar sands. A lot of the people are saying, oh, the tar sands are not good. I mean, they're polluted. It's not smart. It's not environmentally friendly in the tar sands. Well, I have to say one thing to you people who say that. You're full of shit. Okay, the tar sands environment is actually cleaning up the environment. Okay, so screw you. I'm being really nasty about things today, so don't mind me. What else is there we can do? A lot of things politically that people do understand is our dollar is strong. It's strong in the U.S. dollar. We have a lot of issues in Europe and the U.S. now that they downgraded the credit rating. So it's not a good situation south of the border right now. I blame that on Barack Obama. Personally, I don't think he's not the right choice to lead the U.S. right now. Neither it's really kind of who would be the best choice, because they're all big puppets to lead. Well, how can I say this? I've been reading a lot of crap in paper, Globe Mail, which they're full of shit half the time. A couple people there, Marcus G, Jane Tabor, both are fucking idiots in my opinion. They don't have a grasp on what they're too liberal-minded. So I mean, it's kind of, I'm looking at this here and seeing who can do what's right. And I mean, when I vote for the person I think who can make the biggest difference, who can bring Canada back where it needs to be. Part of the reason we're having a lot of these issues, immigration is one. The Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms is kind of partially responsible for the immigration issues we have now. Afghanistan, mistake. We should have never pulled out, in my opinion. Our troops there stabilized the region. Now we're seeing shit happening every day. A lot of stuff happening there. A lot of negative happening. Last week, there were 31 Navy SEALs, U.S. Special Forces guys were killed and were shot down for doing whatever reason. Probably a special operation or Black Ops mission type deal, like the Osama raid. Sorry, for May 1st. But overall, I could see a lot of people not understanding what's going on these days. There's too much crap going on in the world. London is in riots right now after police shot somebody or whatever happened. I'm not really sure. I don't really read much into it. It's ridiculous. I mean, liberal-minded people say, "Oh, we want this. We want this. Yes, we." Whoa! Like, come on, people. It's not. You're saying you want everything to be perfect for you, but what about everybody else who sees something differently than you? You shut them down. When you say, "Oh, you guys conservatives are idiots," yeah, I know what you're talking about. You're stupid. You're Harper-cons, or you're whatever. You're neocons. Well, excuse me. We're Canadians too. Some of us are very educated, and a lot of education behind our belts. Okay, some of us are technicians. We're basically we're wrenchers, we're mechanics, we're trades. We don't stand for the shit the liberals stand for. They stand for, oh, let's offshore all our jobs. Well, boom, raise taxes, do this. Oh, let's add this tax to the eco tax, or add HST, or add whatever. That screws everybody else over. I mean, provincially wise. Okay, I'm going to switch from federal to provincial right now. It's kind of ridiculous. Dalton McGuinty with his coalition with working families. I mean, I find that total horseshit. He's not for working families. He says he is, but he's not. He's basically hydro, gas, have quadrupled in rates in the last 2 years alone. And I mean, I know people who were comfortable in a house that could not afford the hydro and the gas payments, the gas bill. They could when they first moved in there, but within 2 years they had to move out. Okay, that's, to me, it kind of goes a little bit loopy if you ask me. But the liberals, provincial liberals anyways, at Dalton McGuinty, are all for screwing the province. Okay, what else can I talk about? Facebook, there's something about in some Asian country, genocide going on. People saying, "Oh, we shouldn't be going there." All this crap. Well, I think honestly we should be going in a place like this as honest workers. Peace, Canada. I'm not for peacekeeping. I think it's ridiculously stupid. But it's what we're good at. That's what we know. What we're the best at. We're the best in the world at peacekeeping. We still are. We have combat force. Okay, first what you need to do is have a trained peacekeeping/combat force. I know it sounds like oxymoron having both in there, but look at the logic of this. What happens if they come under fire? They get attacked. What are they going to do? They have basic combat infantry tactics training. Well, you have combat forces. See extensive combat in Afghanistan or in Iraq or wherever. You send those guys with peacekeeping training, that have peacekeeping training, have hearts and minds training, have all this training to go in there to do it and support them properly. Look at Rwanda. They were not supported properly. Look what happened. Look at Somalia under Bill Clinton. Look what happened. 19 good men were killed needlessly on that operation. They did not get the proper support. Okay? Everybody knows that night, the Somalia thing, in 1993, October 93, Block Hawk Down situation. Okay? I mean, it's ridiculous. Peacekeeping cannot take place until there's been combat action, or the peace is made. A lot of people don't get that. Liberals do not get that. Oh, peacekeeping, you should just do peacekeeping. Well, you're about to sally in once, if you ask me. You have to go. You have to make war to make the peace, to keep the peace. Hope I didn't lose you there. But war is evil. I agree. War is very evil. But we have to look at this. Look at the big picture here. What can... I mean, yeah, we're in a budget crisis. I wouldn't necessarily say that. But we need... Our military is living in the 1980s with technology, for the most part. For an aircraft anyways. Generally with 1980s. CF-18s. They're approaching 30 years old and being in service. They need to be replaced. F-35. Great choice, if you ask me. It's a good choice. Not a great choice. It's probably the only real solid choice that we have, other than making our own, waiting another 15 years for it to be fielded. The Libya situation. Not much been in the news here and there, but I think it's a good situation. Our guys are doing the job. He has the right commander, Canadian commander, which is making it okay. Things will happen. Shit happens. It's war. Fuck, shit happens. You deal with it, people. Deal with it. I'm tired of people saying, oh, boom, boom, boom. You shouldn't be there. We should be bombing, dropping bombs. We should be sending peacekeepers. What they do? They're going to come under attack. They're going to be killed. We have another Afghanistan on our hands. We're going to have another Somalia on our hands. Another Rwanda on our hands. Okay? That's not using this. Let's think with your ass, okay? Thinking like, oh, we're thinking, oh, no, we shouldn't do that. Hands off. You're thinking like diplomats. Notice the diplomats have to, even most experienced diplomats, no. So there's a time for talk and there's time for action. So there's time, and Libya was time for action. Personally, I said you just need to sniper in, take a Gaddafi, but that's just me. Or double sniper. But we're running out of time here, so I'm going to end it right now. Final thoughts. What can be done overall in Canada is the things that we need to do really is reinforce the military. Basically have higher quotas. We need a lot more troops, pilots, and all this. More aircraft, more tanks, more armored vehicles. We need more people at the sharp end, more shooters. We need less bean counters in the forces and more shooters. That's what our issues are, and we have too many bean counters in politics. We have too many lawyers. We have too many accountants. Too many all this. They know what's best for Canada. Okay, well, first off, cull immigration by about 90%, 95%, be good. Take in people that we can use, that can benefit us. Ship all the illegals home. Ship all the ones that are here that do not meet our requirements. Ship them home right away. Fuck them. Screw them. We don't need them. We already have too many people. People say, oh, it's this. Like, they do a beneficial service. Like, no, they don't. They eat up our health care. Okay, now that's the one thing I should mention. Our health care. How can we fix health care? Well, you know what? If you're Canadian, you use some chip papers, you get your free health care. If you're not, well, guess what? You have to pay for it. Okay? And if you're citizen and you bring your aging parents here, guess what? You have to pay for your parents' medical care, medical expenses. That's how I look at the picture. Okay? I'm at 30 seconds left. Overall, what can this pisses me off. This whole situation right now, everything. Oh, it's always the lip service. Don't do the right thing. All this. Okay. Well, guess what, people? It's Canada. It's a democracy. Liberals are a dictatorship. They want everything to be their way. raise our taxes. We have no